Hello and welcome back. I'm back in the unit. I've got orders to pick and I've got things to talk about with regards to eBay changes and Vinted Pro. So let's get into it. So yes, Vinted Pro. Where am I up to with Vinted Pro? What are my thoughts? What is happening? Blah blah blah. Well, as of today, current time, Vinted Pro, as far as I'm aware, is still closed to applications. So I had my store on holiday mode. I was thinking that I would just, hopefully by the time all the orders are finished, this will all blow over and I will be able to sign up to Vinted Pro. That's not been the case. It's still closed. There's still issues, I think. One of the major things which it's kind of made my decision, is that apparently you have to wait 14 days from delivery to actually get payment. So there's no option for the customer to say, yes, I've received this, yes, it's all fine, send the payment through. That doesn't appear to be an option anymore. It's just you have to wait 14 days regardless, which to me seems a bit strange. Might be something they change in future. I don't know if that's a standard thing, but obviously with eBay you don't have to wait that long, you get the money straight away. So yeah, all very odd. So yeah, because of that and because of all the other issues, obviously not being able to sign up originally, I've decided to just not worry with Vinted Pro, and probably until the new year, unless anything major changes until then. But I just think it's easier I'm just going to carry on listing. I've not got a huge amount of value on there anyway. It's just a lot of single books, just sort of try and clear them out. So I've taken my store off holiday mode, listed loads more stuff on there, and we'll just see how it goes, and maybe in the new year I'll sign up to Pro if it's looking better, and yeah, if they've sorted out all the issues. But with eBay, so as you may know, they have cancelled fees, or just removed fees for all business sellers. Well, I think it's all business sellers, maybe not all business sellers, but I am not paying fees on clothing. So I've decided to sort of go a bit heavier on clothing until the end of the year, just to take advantage of it and see if I can make a bit of extra money. Clothing obviously doesn't take up huge amounts of room, rather than obviously books does, but I've still got a lot of books to get through. So my kind of plan is to try and list a load of books, a load of clothes, and keep myself ridiculously busy. So that's yeah, that's going to be fun. So the last week or so, so when it was announced, on that day I actually went out, spent about 30 quid on clothing. Not like amazing stuff, some of it's quite good. A lot of stuff, there was a few bits that were just, I thought if I can make a few quid here and there on bits, it doesn't take too long to list. I've kind of got a system set up now with clothing where I just lay it all on my floor with the tape and get it all photographed, and then just use the background remover to remove anything that doesn't need to be there, so it kind of looks okay. The only issue with clothing is you get a lot of returns, but we'll see how it goes. I've just actually had a return, so that's always fun. Literally, as I pulled up to the unit, I got a return on a frustration game, because they've changed their mind. I don't know why. Talk about frustration, right? They changed their mind, so that's coming back apparently, but we'll wait and see. But back with the clothing, so I've got a couple of bags of stuff that's listed. All the stuff that I had previously that was listed, all my clothing, I took on the same day I did a sale, started a sale for 20% off the price. So once that's ended, if I don't sell anything for instance, I'll probably end it, relist it, lower the price, and just see how that does then. But yeah, so we'll wait and see, but hopefully it'll be a big boost to the store, but so far not massive. So if you saw my last video, you would have seen that eBay was absolutely dead for me last week. Sales were terrible, dropped off a cliff. don't know what the problem was. It could have been a combination of things. People in the comments were saying, oh, it's just the time of year, oh, people have got no money. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't explain why it just dropped off a cliff. You know, it literally just, you could see the graph and just went poof and dropped. So yeah, I think eBay did do something behind the scenes, change their algorithm slightly or something, or say it could have been to do with the promoted listings, but I don't think so, because yeah, I don't know, don't think it's that, but who knows. But since then, since that video, my sales did really improve. So some of the things I tried to improve sales is all the things that people say you should do. So I ended a load of items and relisted. I tried to do that over 2 or 3 days. Just ended them, relisted them, changed the titles or changed the price around a bit. I changed some so it was free postage rather than previously I've added on postage. All I did was just added the cost on. Not something I really like to do, but I thought I'd try it because needs must. I did a sale, as I said, for all the clothing, so I set a sale up. I set another sale up for a load of books with like 10% off. What else did I do? I listed a load of other items that I had, so good items. They had my promotion. So yeah, I kind of feel like I've tried everything, and sales did have an initial boost and everything was going better, and then got to the weekend, just kind of died off again. A few good sales here and there, but nothing amazing. Last week I was not saved, but one sale really helped. So I sold a ukulele, which I've just shipped out today. So I picked it up from a charity shop for £5. As I walked in, the guy knows me there now, and he said, "Oh, you interested in this?" And he had a ukulele in a really fancy looking bag, and it looked brand spanking new. So I looked it up while I was there, and I said, yeah, I'd be after that, you know, what you're after. And he's like, "I'll call it £5. So I was like, okay. I don't really know the prices of them, and some of the used, there was some used, some new, but nothing exactly the same. So I was like, okay, that's great. So I bought that, listed it for 150 in the end after doing some research, and wasn't really expecting to get 150 for it, but I thought it looks brand new and we'll see how it goes. Someone sent me an offer of 125 after a couple of days, so I accepted it. Free post, 125 quid from a £5. Happy days. So that was a great sale from last week, and then loads of other little sales here and there. But yeah, it's still down. I had one sale yesterday which was a rubbish sale, so who knows. I don't think I've had a sale today yet. I've had a few low offers. Yeah, so we'll wait and see. So some of the bits I've listed, so I had items listed on my Vinted, just some old bits of clothing which are probably worth I had them listed for a couple of quid on Vinted. So I've listed them for a £5 free post on eBay. So effectively it kind of works out the same, maybe a little bit more to give me a little bit of leeway, but I've added offers on as well just to make it look a bit more appealing. And some of the offers I've got it's for a £5 delivered, and people are sending me like offers of £3. I'm like, no. So I just go back, I reply with an offer, and they decline it. I'm like, what is the point? I'm not going to send it out if it's going to cost me to actually send it out. Obviously it technically wouldn't, because I suppose, I don't know. Anyway, it's still not worth my time and hassle, barely worth my time and hassle anyway. But I just thought I'd clear it out, and it's just frustrating, but it is what it is. It's that's the fun of eBay, I suppose, and what happens when you list items at a low value. Right, so what I'm going to do now anyway is I'm going to pick my orders. I probably do the same as last week. I'll just show you what is sold rather than grabbing each one individually. Then I can just get on and get it all done and back in the car, and then go from there. Just as an aside, I've just got myself a mugshot. Winter is coming, and I thought, you know what, I found this in the cupboard at home which has been sitting there for a while. I thought, you know what, I am going to bring a mug over and try and try it out over here to see what it's like. So I bought some hot water in a flask, I've got a fork, and I'm just gonna have a mug shot, and this is going to be my lunch, because I thought, why not, let's give it a go and see how we get on with it, eating lunch in the unit. I appreciate it's not very interesting, but I just thought someone might be interested and see what I'm actually eating for lunch while I'm over here. So when winter sets in, it might be a bit chillier over here. I'll probably have a hat on, maybe a scarf, maybe a coat, but I'm probably going to get hungry, so I can get some of these mug shots or whatever. I bought some soup over the other day, but it didn't stay very warm, so at least I know to either make it hotter or eat it sooner or whatever. But yeah, interesting to try these things while it's not too cold and I'm not in desperate need. So what I've also learned is that you can top up your mug, and there's a tiny little amount left, so I brought over a Red Bush tea bag, Rubius, whatever you want to call it, tea bag. So I'm having a tiny little cup of Red Bush, so I know in future if I want to have hot drinks, I'm going to need to bring more water. Interesting to know. Right, so here's the orders that have sold. I've posted a couple out this morning, as I say. My hand's in the way, but it just is. The ukulele is already gone, and a few other bits that I had at home have gone, but these are the bits I need to pick up. So what sold for what? So the Ninky Nonk, this is the Ninky Nonk if you're not sure, that sold yesterday, and it was my only sale from yesterday. That sold for $6.99 plus postage. So that was a bit of a rubbish day, but I did have a few other sales on Vinted, so yay. I'm rich. The Aragon book series, so 4 books, paperback, they sold for £10 plus postage. The Exit the Game bundle of 4, I think I paid like £4 for all 3, or maybe £3. Can't remember now. They have sold for £25 free post. There's some clothes. A pair of jeans have sold for £11 plus postage. There is a pair of trousers which are Scotch and Soda. They have sold for £23.99 plus postage. There's a Next jumper under there as well, which is sold for £7.99 free post. That was something I picked up for £1 the other day and just thought I'd list it, so after postage and stuff I still made £4, and it was only listed for a couple of days, so yeah, fairly easy. A bundle of Steve Berry books, they have sold for what did they sell for? They've sold for £8 plus postage. A bundle of Robert Heinlein have sold for £15. Sorry, £13 plus postage. The Disney Ladybird book bundle has sold for £6.99 plus postage. The 2 Half-Blood Prince and the Order of the Phoenix are sold as a pair for £11 plus postage. These little figures are sold for £5 plus postage. Just a little Batman and Superman. Dinosaur. I can't think what this is from now. I think it's from Disney's Good Dinosaur, I think it's called. That sold for £7.99 plus postage. And under there we've got Wind in the Willows, which sold for £8 free post, and then 4 books by Lynn Carter, which is from the Thongor series. They have sold for £15 plus postage. And just realised I didn't pick this up. This is sold, so just a Russell Hobbs teapot kettle, that sold for a tenner plus postage. So yeah, as you can see, nothing really huge. A few little sales adding up. Yeah, so it's okay. It's been an okay week. It could have been worse. It could have been last week. So yeah, but I'm hoping this week again will be better. The problem with eBay is that you never know what you're going to get, so it's always a good fun I haven't picked my Vinted orders yet, so I think I'll get these eBay orders out, then pick my Vinted books. So I've listed a lot of like Christmas stuff on there, and a few of those have sold already. They sold pretty quickly, and then they took a load of they took some other ones with them as well, which is kind of why I like Vinted, because people make their own bundles, and you could add, you know, one thing on, but then it might set the ball in motion type thing, so people will then see that and then buy other things with it. So that's quite, you just have to keep trying to find that item almost to sort of then trigger the rest. It's all quite good, and I quite like it, and it helps, it changes my mindset when it comes to picking up items as well. So sometimes I might, if I'm out and about, I might see a book which, you know, it doesn't sell for much, but I know it's quite a popular book, so I might pick it up and pay a bit extra for it if I know it'll be a popular book and sell quick, and might trigger other books that, you know, to go with it as well. So it's quite a sort of a different way of thinking about things. Same with clothing. It's quite interesting picking up clothing again after so long. But I have a different mindset on it as well, so trying to think I may only make 3 or 4, 5 quid on that, but it's 3 or 4, 5 quid, and it's easy and easy to post. It might take a little bit longer to post to list, because you got to do measurements and stuff like that, but it's easier to store, and it's easier to post, but then it might be returns. So it's all different things to think about all the time, and it's kind of why I love it. It just keeps it interesting, makes things different every day. I think I'll leave this here because I'm going to get all this stuff out and crack on, do some other stuff. So thank you for watching. I appreciate any kind of feedback you want to give me, any kind of thumbs ups, which are always good. Thumbs downs not so appreciated, but I can't really see them these days, so and it's all interaction, so whatever, do what you want. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye. So a bit of sad news to end the video this week. The guy who invented the hokey cokey actually died. Yeah, it's very sad. They put him in his coffin and put his left arm in. All hell broke loose. As a bonus, I used to be addicted to the hokey cokey, but I managed to turn myself around, and that's what it's all about.